Hello, hello. In this video, we're going to discuss how great storytelling can improve your leadership skills. I'm Jordan Geary, Emmy Award-winning creative producer, storytelling sorcerer, and all-around maestro of the narrative arts. This little corner of the universe, it's all about storytelling. Whether you're weaving cinematic gold, penning a masterpiece, or simply want to command the room like the true deity of discourse that I know you are, I've got you covered. Because, my friends, in this world, the best story always wins. And I'm here to make sure that yours is unforgettable. Let's start today with a little truth bomb, shall we? Most leaders have the charisma of a damp sock at a fireworks show. They drone on and on about synergy and KPIs, all while their teams mentally teleport to literally anywhere else. Why? Because they've forgotten the oldest, most powerful tool in the human arsenal: story. Not spreadsheets, surprisingly, not strategy decks, story. Kings used it, prophets weaponized it. Pixar used it to make you sob about a fish. And now it's your turn. Let's dive into 5 devilishly powerful ways storytelling makes you a legendary leader. Number 1, storytelling makes you magnetic. Anyone can give orders, but to inspire devotion, you need a tale. Imagine this. Would you rather follow someone reading bullet points or someone who says, "Grab your sword, hero. We're slaying a dragon today called Q2 targets"? That's what storytelling does. It turns work into a mission. Data becomes emotion. Tasks become quests. People stop clocking in and start buying in. Tell stories in meetings and emails, even in budget reviews. Make your team the stars of an epic saga and watch them light up. Number 2, story creates clarity in chaos. Leadership, it's often juggling flaming swords on a unicycle while blindfolded. In chaos, facts don't comfort, meaning does. And story is the map through the madness. A stiff memo during a company restructure, I don't think that's going to help you. But a story about transformation, rebirth, and rising from the ashes, now that gets people through the storm. Story turns fear into fuel. So when change hits, don't just inform, narrate the journey. Make your people the adventurers. And suddenly, you're not a boss. You're captain of the ship. Number 3, vulnerability becomes a superpower. Here's a plot twist. Your failures are gold. When you share the story of a time you fell, doubted, struggled, bled, you're not weakening your image, you're becoming human. And humans are who we follow. No one connects with a statue. We connect with the warrior who stumbled but stood back up. That story, it bonds, it builds trust. And that trust, it lasts longer than any title you might have. So tell the truth. Tell the scarred, scrappy, victorious truth. You'll not just be respected, you'll be remembered. Number 4, you become the culture architect. Forget mission statements. Culture lives on in stories. The tales whispered in hallways, the legends told at team retreats. Want a bold, kind, or resilient culture? Tell stories that prove it exists. Celebrate the brave. Applaud the kind. Immortalize the goofy little wins. Each story becomes a spell shaping the soul of your team. And the real magic, that happens when your people start telling those stories to new hires. You've created something bigger than a team at that point. You've built a mythos. Number 5, your legacy becomes legendary. Here's the kicker. Your legacy won't be your task lists. It'll be the stories people tell about you when you're gone. She told me something that changed how I saw myself. He made me feel like I mattered. That's the stuff people carry. Not your slides, not your salary. So tell stories that plant seeds, that inspire, that echo. Because great leaders aren't just effective, they're unforgettable. Look, leadership isn't about control. It's not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about moving hearts, shaping minds, stirring souls. So don't just manage, narrate, enchant, seduce with significance. Because in the end, the leaders who change the world aren't just followed, they're told in tales, whispered from voice to voice, firelight to firelight. And if you tell it right, my friends, they'll be telling your story long after the last PowerPoint fades. If you enjoyed this little rendezvous, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, look, that's just rude. Now, I'd simply love to hear about your journeys. So drop a comment, share your tales, your triumphs, your delicious little failures. And of course, let me know what wickedly delightful topics you'd like me to unravel next. That's all from me. Until next time, stay legendary.